Hello and a very warm welcome to you. I'm Hayley Palmer. It's so good to have you on tonight's show, especially as we have such a special guest for you. Yes, we are joined by Pete Cunnah from D-Ream. Things can only get better, surely. And here's what happened when I caught up with him. Peter, it is so good to have you here. I think I last spoke to you in lockdown.
We did.
Which is about 5 years ago now.
Everyone was flat. You know, we were having that time where all our friends were on a screen. Yeah. And that's how we interacted. Yeah. I mean, we had the drinks out an hour, and we were going for a night out with our mates, and we were all on this Zoom call.
Yeah.
Getting gradually, I didn't record it, but we had gradually, you know, deteriorated gradually in front of each other. So yes, it was that long ago.
It really was. I have to say, I mean, you've heard this a million times, but Things Can Only Get Better really was an anthem, particularly in that time. They were using it everywhere, weren't they?
It seems to be the cultural Swiss Army knife. It comes out. I mean, I was thinking like first time we were clubbing was when they were going into war in Iraq, and we were over here in Leicester Square going to it was called Maximus then, and now they're doing the same thing again, and we're still playing the same song, trying to sort of, you know, bring some hope in a hopeless world almost, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I know you have been busy. You're always busy, aren't you? You've always got things going on.
Yeah, well, this is particularly because you said to me, if you get anything, you know, you in London at all, and it just so happened I was over for...
It was good timing, wasn't it?
It was great timing.
Where are you off to tonight?
Tonight is, I'm going to the Garrick Club, darling.
Love that for you.
Yes. And I'm going to an evening with the SODS. And I'll explain that for your viewers. SODS is the Society of Distinguished Songwriters. Now, it's quite a thing. You have to be nominated, then seconded, and then you get to join this lot. But we're talking like Don Black, who wrote Born Free, that one. Downtown, Tony Hatch. You've got Rob Davis there, who wrote for Kylie. And it's all these songwriters of merit. You know, one of the criteria is you've got to have had a hit record. Okay, that's fine. You have to have written it. And so it's amazing to watch these guys.
What a room. What a dinner party.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And the thing is, they've all got these anecdotes, so we haven't run out of things to say to each other yet. So it always makes for a very interesting evening. And so we're all in our Penguin and Dickie Bows and all of that stuff. Yeah.
I would love to be on the fly on the wall for that one, I'm sure.
Well, listen, I'll mention it to them. Maybe
one
of the upcoming ones.
I don't have a hit record, but I can talk non-stop.
Oh, listen, you're welcome. You'll fit in just well.
We're going to go into You're the Best Thing, because that is actually my favourite hit of yours. Okay. And I love the words. I love it's uplifting. It's a vibe, isn't it? It
is. I was standing with Anne Savage, the DJ, at a party in Goa. She came up to me and says, Peter, you know the way everyone's getting rid of their records? I got down to the last 20, and I pulled out You're the Best Thing with the Sasha mix, and I went, no, it's going to stay.
It's going to stay. There we go. We will see you after this.
You're the best thing.
I want to talk about what I read in the paper recently, actually, and the headline was actually Meeting My Dad was a D-Ream, like what they did there.
Come true.
Pop stars. 50 years search for his birth father.
Yes.
So I know this has been quite a huge thing, hasn't it, in the press about what they've been saying?
It's kind of taken on a momentum all of its own. I mentioned to our publicist about 2 years ago, about a year ago, that I was looking for this man. I don't know why it came up in conversation, but it's like such a big thing in my life, and we were going through the biography and stuff. And I was adopted as a child in Ireland in 1966. And went through the mother and baby homes. It's a big, big scandal back in Ireland about what they did to single-parent mothers in a time of kind of the oppression of the church and society back then. Thank God we've come through that now, but where we are now, it's, you know, it's all pretty cool. But back then, these women were shunted off, and I was adopted. And then through all the sort of famous years, I was thinking, maybe they'll come and find me, you know, because I ended up finding my mum then, you see, when I was like, I think it was 24, just before D-Ream broke through. Really? So that was really interesting. God. And then after that, the only other piece of the jigsaw that was left was that she mentioned Patrick Dusky. Now, here's the best bit. She was the lead singer in the band. He was the lead trumpet player and guitar picker and the musical director in a band called the Marine Show Bands, who were doing all of the kind of show band circuit of the 1950s and 60s. So that was my parents. And I had no idea why I wanted to do music so much. So
kind of made sense.
yes, that's it. And then later on, only last year, I got wind of this man called Patrick Dusky, and I made the approach and got nothing because he's like 79 now.
Oh, right.
And by the time I found him and stuff, I got through to him. The second person I called was Stuart Zender, who's Jamiroquai's bass player. Oh. Apparently, you know, it turns out we're related. That's my half-brother.
Wow.
And then there's a girl called Philippa Hannah, who's like, her homeboy is Jesus, and she sings to like 100,000 people in non-denominational churches. I've never been, but I hear it's a great laugh. And so this is all it, and this sort of path led me to Patrick. So we actually met him last summer. We were performing with the Happy Mondays, yes. And I've got a great photograph. I should show it to you of Bez backstage with my niece, who's teasing him with a biscuit that she had, and he wanted some. It's just absolutely brilliant. But this whole family showed up, and I've met Patrick, you know, slightly before, and they all turned up with "Things Gonna Get Better" T-shirts on, and then the tagline was "Now You Found Us."
Oh, I like that.
Cool. But then on the back they had their roles, so there was like dad, mother-in-law, sister, you know, a niece, and then it was fabulous to have them around. Yeah.
And you've got an autobiography coming out.
Well, this is the thing as well, because I've been working on this for a couple of years now, and I thought, well, coming up to 60, why not? You know, I started putting down these ideas, and it's quite cathartic, you know, to go over these memories. And the thing is about the 90s, I have to work doubly hard because I was so off my head half the time that excuse me.
Peter.
It's true. It's true that I'm really struggling to. You don't know what that means, folks. You can just fast forward this bit. It's really hard to remember because there's so much that we packed in, and I'm trying to unpack it by. I'm even asking ChatGPT to go and try and find tour dates because I can't remember for myself. So yeah, we're keeping busy. We're keeping really busy. Yeah.
Wow, incredible. Well, we're going to go into things that are going to get better. We'll see you on the other side of this.
Okay.
Can only get better.
Now, I want to talk about your song Pedestal.
Sure.
Because that is your latest hit, isn't it?
That's on our latest album, and I got divorced in 2010, and I was sort of, I don't know, it wasn't a revenge song. It's just that, you know, when you kind of fall in love with someone, you idolize them, you put them on a pedestal.
Yeah.
So I put you up on a pedestal. You were the dream I could believe, but you just went on deceiving me. I put you up on a pedestal. It was just that sort of, you know, looking up to someone, and then when it doesn't work out, you're left figuring what's going on here. And so then I was like 2 or 3 years without anywhere to like live really, until I got myself settled up. But that's the nature of divorce in the modern world. It's all to do with like, you know, the family home, and then I had to move out, and it was a real wilderness time for me.
God.
So yeah, it was pretty tough. But the song's quite hopeful. It doesn't end on hopelessness. I don't like to be too negative in our music or our writing, but you know, it's got a beautiful sort of melody to it.
And so it just comes so naturally to you to put pen to paper, because I wouldn't even know where to start. But
well, it's not pen to paper. Everyone's got a smug phone, so if you want to start, we can start
so
writing
old-fashioned.
Let's write your first song now. So you just walk around. You're walking around the supermarket.
Oh,
and
right, okay.
Is that mine or someone else's? You put it down, then you go home, and then you set it up and you sort of listen to it. And if it sounds like it's mildly original, you can use that as the starting point.
Yeah. Right, start doing that around Tesco's then.
Yeah, I know.
I love that. Great tip there.
Why not?
Oh, we're going to check out the video to Pedestal if that's okay.
Sure.
So here we go.
Please do.
But we've got some questions from some of our lovely viewers at home. Anna says, looking back, what did the 90s get right that today's music scene misses?
Ooh.
Good question.
That's a very good one. Thank you, Anna. From my money, I think that the feel-good factor. I used to remember when you heard People, you know, One Night in Heaven, or How Could I Love You More, and then Best Thing was there, and you know, everybody's free to feel good.
Yeah.
I even get shivers on the back of my head thinking about it now. It has that thing.
It does.
I don't know, and I don't want to sound like an old codger, but something happens when you get to a certain age and you start switching off, because you're not really hearing anything that's sort of like a paradigm shift. I think that's a big word. It means movement towards something different, you know. And I hear a lot of the kids, the music they're making now, it all sounds like they've gone and, you know, jumped into the soul scene or jumped into the rock scene, or they're taking from, but there doesn't seem to be anything of its own apart from that whispery stuff was big for a bit. You remember?
Oh,
Strumming his pain with his finger. You're like, okay.
Okay. But I know what you're saying
Yeah.
because I DJ on a Thursday, Friday night, and I play your song, Roselle Everybody's Free.
Yeah.
And people are, I mean, they're very drunk, but
Yeah.
people are literally
They let
jumping
go.
on that dance floor.
Yeah.
And also, what really amazes me as well, they are like your 18, 19-year-olds. So they've listened,
Oh, okay.
they know all the songs.
Probably their mum and dads have
Yes.
force-fed them a diet of
Yes.
90s.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
And
yeah.
I love it, but you're right, it gives me goosebumps as soon as I hear like just the
Oh,
first
there's so
couple.
many of them. Yeah. And it's a great thing to mind. You know the ones you can have in your back pocket. And I'm one of the ones if I was ever DJing, and it's only been a couple of times, I finish on House of Pain, jump around.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, follow the instructions.
Yeah. We need you to DJ.
No. I'll save
Marcus
you.
says, what's on your playlist at the moment?
A couple of things. I found this guy called Zach Bryan, who no one's heard of, but he's filling stadiums, and he's like a modern, young, I can't say country artist, modern American artist, you know. He sounds a bit like Bruce Springsteen, Easy Street Band, but the sort of Mumford & Sons, he's got that kind of Americana sound, you know, maybe a bit country here and there. And then the other girl would be CMAT from Ireland. Have you heard her stuff?
I haven't, no.
Take a sexy picture of me. You know that one?
I recognise the song.
And you know her when you hear her. She's great. So
Yeah,
that's a
that.
couple of hot ones.
And, so I can't read my handwriting, I'm like this. Leah says, what's something people would be surprised to know about you? I don't know.
Oh, that I'm a twitcher.
What?
A twitcher. I moved into this beautiful place in Ireland, and it's on a cliff, and we overlook a lake, a lake of shadows, they call
lovely.
it. And the first thing I noticed in our house was all these birds flying around like this. And our house is the only house in the street where all these migratory house martins come every year, because everyone else knocks their nests off the eaves. And I was going, why would you do it? I mean, they make a proper mess. But I've become a bird watcher, a twitcher, because of that. You know, so we've got curlew, we've got starlings. When you see it's called a murmuration of starlings.
Right, okay, I'm learning a lot here.
What do you call a gathering of Elvises, though? Come on, it's good, really good.
Tell me.
It's a of Elvises.
There we go.
See?
He's on it.
We've got
He's
it in
on
your
it.
group nouns, it's fantastic. So the thing is, like, you're watching these birds and you're sort of right close up. I've seen bald eagles, not bald, what do you call them, golden eagles fly by. And so I'm immersed in cranes, cormorants, and I'm just literally, it's outside my studio. So
Wow,
if I don't play my cards right, I end up doing more
Bird watching
than I do, you know.
Got to focus, keep the focus.
Got to focus.
We'll see you after this. Peter, we've got 3 fun facts about you that myself and ChatGPT pulled together.
Oh my God.
Number 1
Right.
is that you studied philosophy at university.
Absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
That's not me, then.
Yeah, but you know these things. The thing about AI, you know that they do a little bit of dreaming when they won't give you a wrong
I
answer.
was really convinced as well.
So they no.
Okay, this is going to be a rubbish game. But okay, so
I
what
studied
did
the
you study?
philosophy of life by just getting out there. But no, I studied art history. At university. That's just
Okay.
I was doing an art degree.
Right, we're going to see what the next fact can
Okay,
be.
that's good.
Correct.
Okay.
Fact number 2, you spent time living in New York.
I did.
Right, good.
That's correct.
Phew.
I was working on my second album, and the label thought it'd be a good idea for me to get out there and work with a fellow called Dave Morales. Now, I don't know if you remember
recognise
Dave
the
Morales.
name, yeah.
So I spent about 3 months I was out there. And then later on I came back because my family had moved to Connecticut.
Oh,
So
right.
I was there quite a bit. But working with Dave was quite an eye-opener because he's got a big organization. He goes to the gym and he turns up, he goes, oh man, none of that sissy stuff, I just want to pump iron, you know. And he pulls up his top and he showed me the bullet holes.
Oh.
And he said, I nearly died. And I was going, what's going on? He said, house music saved me.
Oh.
He was going into the gangster world. He found house music and it was his salvation.
Wow, because music is medicine for a lot of people, isn't
Music is medicine. Music is the food and the soul of life, absolutely.
It really is.
But New York's, it's a beautiful place. It's like walking around a Hollywood film set.
Yeah.
You know, you go to these coffee shops. It's Dean and DeLuca. You know, it's not just Starbucks.
good
It's Dean.
accent.
Yeah, it's great. And
Yeah.
you just kind of feel like you know, you're in The Sopranos. It's fabulous.
Yeah.
And the other thing is being up at Connecticut, you really get a sense of like if you ever drive a car in America, it's like if you want the same sensation, sit on your bed and pretend to be driving because they've got suspension which is like this, there's no that tight sort of European car. It really is like being on a big bed knobs and broomsticks just floating around with massive lanes and
I
everyone's
get too scared. I couldn't do it.
Oh, it's fine. I loved it.
Did you?
Oh, you're going so slowly you couldn't hit anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, it's a whole different experience. But yes, I did spend time.
You did say
correctly.
so that's
Very
good. We're doing well.
Good.
And I don't know if this one is true or not.
Okay, here we go.
Fact number 3, you produced songs for, my favourite group, Steps.
Yes.
And A1.
Yes.
Did you?
I did. So
I didn't know that.
I was trying to get, their manager was a fella called Tim Byrne. And we were long-term friends from back in the early clubbing days. In fact, one of our favourite records, me and him, was Joy. Do you remember Stax, Joy?
Yeah.
Gonna bring you joy.
Yeah.
And so later on, he ended up working with Simon Fuller, I think. Sorry.
Yeah.
And A1, don't forget, is the blueprint for One Direction. That's the same guy behind that. But he came to me with this band. He says, "Look, we've got this whole TV plot. Would you write with the guys, get in the room with them?" And I did, and I wrote "Summertime of Our Lives,"
Ready
or Not.
Yeah, Ready or Not?
Yeah, exactly. So we wrote all of those, and I actually.
I have to call Mark Reed from A1 and tell him.
No.
I didn't know this fact about you.
And now we're passing each other on the festival circuit on
are
90s
you?
nights.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Really cool.
Wow.
I know. There you go.
There we go. See, my research has been quite good
So
after all.
2 out of 3 ain't
2
bad.
out of 3 ain't bad. That note, we'll see you after this. So, moving forward,
Yes.
He said, what is coming up for 2026, 2027?
Well, 27, and here's the rub. We're trying to get the autobiography ready for May 27, 2020. And why do you think that is?
And where?
For May 27th is the 30th anniversary of the last time this country felt good about itself. Not just Labour getting in, but do you remember that feeling we had of a brand new dawn? Tony Blair called it. Forget the war in Iraq, but that was like, that's the last time I can remember it. So we're trying to get the book ready for 2027.
And how far through it are you at the moment?
I'm about 3/4 of the way through.
That's impressive.
158,000 words.
God.
I can talk for Ireland, this. But yeah, it's a really cathartic process. And I don't no idea, because when you work on songs, you're trying to compact lots of meaning into 3 or 4 lines. This one you can spend paragraphs and pages. So it's great if you've got a motor mind like mine and you're just sitting there just riffing on. But as I said, the phone's been brilliant, because when you talk into the phone, I don't type, it translates for you automatically, and you can just drag it into and I'm like, this is so much easier.
It's so much
so
easier.
it's only taken me 2 years. Imagine doing that in a manual typewriter.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
I don't have the
ding.
capacity. Yeah.
No, no wonder they give up.
Yeah, it's true. So we're going to expect the autobiography
Yes,
in
2027.
And then is it songwriting, and you're on the circuit touring? aren't you?
We're on the festival circuit, yeah. So if you look on the D-Ream.co.uk website, we're playing everywhere up and down the country. The big ones, I think, is London at the Shepherd's Bush Hall on the 28th of May, and then Leeds the next night. So you'll have to come along.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I love it. I'll be there.
Great.
Absolutely.
I might get you into our heavenly choir at the end for you know what.
No, I can't sing at all.
No, it's fine. Neither can half of the magic. So
But you don't understand the level of, like,
no,
everyone knows I'm tone deaf.
It's all you got to do is do the moves.
I can do the moves.
Okay, excellent. We're good.
That's a deal. He's stitching me up here. But this is so lovely to see you in person, because, like I said, we saw you in lockdown,
That's right,
which is lovely. We love your songs, and we love your energy, and this has been so nice. I'm glad that we got to get you here.
Yeah.
And you're going to have an amazing night tonight.
I am, off
the
the
SODS.
SODS and my Penguin. Listening to some of the tunes that mark the soundtrack to our lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Give it up for Pete Cunnah, everyone!
We're not worthy.
Huge thank you, Pete Cunnah from D-Ream. And thank you to you at home for always supporting the show. It is so appreciated. Then we will see you same time, same place next week. I'm Hayley Palmer. Stay safe, and I'll see you then.